Mike Moore Media, the first place to hear Rockingham County news and information.
It's another Rise Up Reidsville program, and two special guests today. We'll start with Fred Thompson, Parks and Recreation Superintendent for the city of Reidsville, and a big announcement coming in this podcast. Hey, Fred.
Oh, good morning, Mike. How are you doing today?
I'm doing just great. Well, I'll turn it over to you because you have a lot to tell us.
Sure, absolutely. And the big announcement's going to be basically, Mike and I were talking about it beforehand, in with the new and out with the old. And we'll talk about that in a second. But let's talk about a few things here that are going on here with the Parks and Rec Department. First of all, the Reader's Choice Awards came out for the Rockingham Now, and I would like to thank everybody that voted for Lake Reidsville as the best picnic area, the best biking area, and the best camping area. This means a lot to us because we try our best to make that the best facility ever. And, of course, there's some big things going to happen in the future. Just stay tuned what's going on. And the big announcement later will be give you some indication of what's going on with that.
Okay.
Also, I want to mention that Market Square has been noted as the best farmers market and the best place to listen to music. And no doubt that is a fabulous facility.
Well, congratulations. That's great when you get those nice awards, and not 1, 2, or 3, but they just keep coming. So congratulations on that.
That's correct. And the next time it comes out, we want to win every one of them.
Yeah.
So we're going to do our darndest to get it. And it's not just about the awards.
No, but, it's all about Team Reidsville, too, and a lot of people in making that happen, that's for sure. Okay. Well, what's going on at Lake Reidsville right now?
Okay, so, Mike, what we're trying to do here, obviously the indoor facilities are still very limited, but I want to mention pretty much everything's going full steam at Lake Reidsville, and our latest addition has been that besides opening up the playgrounds and the basketball court, you can now rent the kayaks and also the canoes and the other pedal boats. But what we need to remind you is that we sanitize them before you use it, but you either need to bring your own life vest or we have one in the store that you can buy at an affordable price of $10 and reuse. And we cannot really re-sanitize our own life vest that we used to give out before because it would take too long to dry. So if you want to utilize that, you can do that. Right now we're starting to get into the little slower season because it's getting cooler at Lake Reidsville, so it's been packed all summer. It's probably a better time for you to get in there and utilize those facilities and do some camping. We allow tents. We also allow RVs. Very shortly here in the next month or so, we're going to go and add public sewer to our campground. So there's going to be a little bit of renovation, but it shouldn't interfere with too much. And a big thing, we're adding lights to the multi-purpose soccer field out there, and that's going to be ready to go for some big activities in the future. So if you want to camp, fish, play disc golf, shelter rental, horse shoes, mountain biking and hiking, and the open field is open for play out there too. So just stop by the lake store or call 336-349-4738 to find out what's going on there.
Lake Reidsville has long been a popular destination for so many people. I have a good friend that loves to camp and fish there, but it just gets better and better, it sounds like, Fred.
No ifs, ands, or buts. And there's one special area out there I want to bring attention to a lot of people may not know about. But a few years ago, a Boy Scout did an Eagle Scout project out there, and we developed something called the fishing trail. And you think, well, what does that mean? Do they fish on the trail? No. What happens is the Bassmasters Association and the ENC Wildlife Commission, along with the city of Reidsville, put together a program, and the Boy Scouts of America, that what we did is they went and they used sonar and found the best places in Lake Reidsville best to put a spawning area for bass. So they used PVC pipe and some other areas and made these contraptions and dropped them in the best spots. And now there are 8 buoys marked from 1 to 9, and each area is a great area that you can bring your children there to, if they're very impatient, want to catch some fish. If you're an expert fisherman, you can go there too and find that. But there's maps available on our city website. In fact, today I'm going to put it on the Facebook page, and also you can go to Lake Reidsville and find out about that. But it's a great opportunity. In fact, the seasoned fishermen mentioned to me, you just told them our favorite spots. Well, guess what? We want those opportunities available for everything.
Sure.
Now, moving on to our other parks, obviously the shelters are open. Tennis and pickleball are big. There's Zumba at our tennis courts. And also we're going to have a yoga going out there for free at JC Park, too. And I'll get the flyer out today on our Facebook page under Parks and Recreation. You can utilize the dog park. Baseball and softball fields are open. And, of course, the playgrounds and the basketball courts are also opened. Unfortunately, the indoor areas are still closed right now, but we're coming up with some plans for sometime in the future to open them back up again. Please utilize the outdoor facilities until that time. But remember the 3 W's. You want to wait at least 6 feet apart. Wear your mask, that is, and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. If you maintain that, it'll assist you in preventing the spread of COVID, and also we'll all be safe, or safer, I should say.
Sure. Yeah, we got to continue doing that. That's for sure. Okay. Well, Fred, now for the big announcement. I wish I had a trumpet, but tell us what's going on.
Well, you just did that. So,
Okay.
as many of you know right now, that I'm retiring due to some family concerns here at the end of next week. So this past week, I'm proud to announce they selected my successor, and that is Quentin Robertson. He's the recreation program manager, existing in the department, so he'll be moving up next week. I've been working hard to fill him in on everything that's going on. I know it's tough because there's a lot going on within the department. A lot of more facility-wise programming we're starting off slow. So Quentin grew up in the community. He has a lot of community ties, which is really going to assist him in this position. It has assisted him as the recreation programs manager, which he was over athletics and the teen center, but he's not going to just be over those two. He's going to be over everything. So his communication or his contacts within the community are going to help him out, and this will be very important with him adapting with the programs in the community. Of course, I expect when I leave, I know I'll be called a few times here, and that's okay because you know what? I believe in a smooth transition, and I want everything to succeed here because, hey, this is like this department, community, and organizations like the Team Reidsville. It's like a part of me, and if something didn't work out right, guess what? It comes back on me, and I'm going to make sure everything works out to the best. So, first of all, I'd like to introduce Quentin, and we'll move on.
Okay, so Quentin Robertson, ladies and gentlemen, new Reidsville Parks and Recreation Superintendent. Fred, again, wishing you all the best and for all the good things you've done there with recreation for sure. But Quentin, let's get a little better acquainted here, and I'm sure we'll do this again another time. But I think it is important, like Fred said, that you are a member of the Reidsville. You've been there. Were you born and raised in Reidsville?
I actually was. Born and raised here in Reidsville. Left as a kid and decided to come back this way a few years ago. So I've been here roughly, it's coming up on my 4th year moving back into the Rockingham County area.
Well, welcome back home. But that is important. I think you have those community ties, and you know what Reidsville is all about, and you're seeing all of the good things happening too. Lots of progress.
Hey, right. So, Reidsville is a great city to be a part of. Just the overall view and a plan, and especially within our department as it's been grown from the last 3 years to seeing it, what Fred has vision, what we had in vision, and what we have as a whole as being Team Reidsville as a vision and what we want to build for the future. And so I'm very grateful in being a part of this great organization and being a part of the city here.
Well, welcome aboard. I wanted to find out a little bit more about you, Quentin, and maybe when it comes to recreation and sports and athletics, some of your personal things. What are your passions?
Oh, great. So I'm definitely passionate. I'm one of those guys that have always been involved in recreational sports. Grew up in the recreational system where you play seasonal sports. I don't know if that's continued now, but you grow up, you played football, basketball, and baseball year round.
Mm-hmm.
But totally involved in that, totally involved in the community aspect as far as outside of sports and building program as far as educational programs, is STEM and financial literacy and banking 101. And so those programs are the things that I've always been involved in, and enlightenment and enrichment of community aspects. And so we want to continue. I want to take those things that I've learned and experiences I've grown from other communities and other jobs that I've had in my past to, see if we can implement those things here with the city of Reidsville and continue to push our department forward progress.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think in you filling that position? Some of the attributes that they see in you that you're proud of, that you're bringing to the job, Quentin?
First, I'm definitely a people person. I'm a team player, and I like to plan and execute. So those are the things. One of the things I always talk about is we want to communicate and celebrate. And what I mean by that is that we want to have a team that understands everybody's role and the goal that we're trying to accomplish. And we want to communicate that from the top down. Therefore, when we do execute that plan, we can definitely celebrate the joy, and the city of Reidsville can definitely see that. And we want to continue to constantly be best. I know Fred mentioned in the beginning that, we have all these accolades that we have just reached with Market Square and the camping area and whatnot. So we want to continue to strive to be that symbol of excellence.
Oh, wow. I like that. I jotted that one down. I want to remember that. Communicate and celebrate. That's two good words for sure. Well, we've got just a couple of minutes left, Quentin. These are challenging times that we're all adjusting to. What are some of the challenges that you face as you come into the job, you think?
Well, some of the challenges we face is our planning. We're in an apartment where we plan for the future. We plan events. We plan special events. We plan to entertain our people of the city of Reidsville, along with having those open spaces for people to have that atmosphere to relax and enjoy the outdoor entertainment there. So some of the challenges now is that with COVID-19 happening, the way that we kind of want to move forward, the way that we want to plan and kind of execute. With participation of parents, participation of kids, kind of is getting not a struggle to how we want to move forward, but it is having us to brainstorm and think outside the box right now and figure out what it is that we would like to do moving forward to make sure that everyone is that safety protocols is upright, and that everyone is still able to enjoy themselves in a healthy environment. Very
well. Okay, that's great. And good to have you in that position, and challenges ahead, but it sounds like you're ready to meet the challenges, Quentin.
I'm super excited. I had a great predecessor before me that actually shown me a lot of knowledge and things that I definitely could pick up on as well. So I'm super excited. I think this transition is going to be a wonderful transition, and I'm excited to see and looking forward to continue to speak with you, Mike, and keep you endeavors about all the upcoming events and things that we got that is very important.
Same here, and we'll be talking on a regular basis, and any time in between that you need me, you just let me know. Quentin, all the best. Look forward to working with you as the new Reidsville Parks and Recreation Superintendent. And Fred, again, all the best to you, and thanks for your hard work while you've been there.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it, and I have full confidence in Quentin. He is obviously my predecessor, and one thing I said to him, I said, remember, you represent me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the city of Reidsville, and it sounds like
that's correct.
Yeah,
that's correct. I'm sorry. And the city of Reidsville. Go Team Reidsville.
Go Team Reidsville.
Exactly right. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, Quentin. You all have a good week. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, that's an introduction for you there, ladies and gentlemen, to the new superintendent of Reidsville Parks and Recreation, Quentin Robertson. Glad to have him in that position. Sounds like he's a great member of Team Reidsville, and glad to get him in that position as well. And again, all the best to Fred Thompson, who is leaving the area for some family concerns. Let me remind you, as always, you can get more information on what we're talking about and other things as well. Lots of good resources at riseupreadsville.com.